Hey guys, Adam here, and welcome to another On the Couch. So today I'm going to talk about the series premiere of The Flash. Okay, so this is actually a show I've been really excited for. For a number of reasons. One, he was introduced last season in the second season of Arrow as Barry Allen, and I mean, at first I thought, okay, whatever. But then he started to grow on me, and I've been seeing a lot of things for the season, for the series. I was super excited. I was really excited, and this show had a lot riding on it. It really did. Just like Rebels, this one had a lot going for it, and possibly also going against it, like it being CW and also being a superhero show. A lot of people were starting to compare it to Smallville. It's safe to say this is not Smallville. For right now, this is not Smallville. This is so much better than Smallville. Basically, the plot is Barry Allen is a CSI. Is a forensic specialist working for the Central City Police Department, and he is witnessing a machine particle accelerator go off, but in a freak accident he is struck by a bolt of lightning when this particle accelerator goes off, and he's thrown into chemicals that give him his superpowers, his super speed, and it's all uphill from here. This pilot is amazing. This is what I expected Arrow to be from the get-go. Basically, was just straight up epicness. Now that's not what I got from Arrow, but I'll get into that maybe tomorrow. This doesn't let up. This really doesn't. It is it is as fast-paced as The Flash. But it also gives you enough time to get to know who the characters are, which is really great. And also there's a subplot of Barry, which will keep going along in the season, of Barry Allen trying to prove his father's innocence in the murder of his mother. And I'm going to say it right now. His dad, if you don't know, is played by John Wesley Shipp, aka the original TV Flash. Which is really cool, because earlier this year I actually met him. I actually met John Wesley Shipp, and he is awesome. He really is. So meeting TV Flash before watching the new Flash and seeing him on the new Flash, being the dad of the new Flash, as the same character, is awesome. When he was cast, I'm immediately, I'm sold. I'm watching this. I don't care if it sucks. If it's got John Wesley Shipp in it, I'm watching it. I mean, hell, more likely my mom would watch it too, just because she's a Guiding Light fan. Oh shit, I might need to tell her that. So yeah, Greg Gustin as Barry Allen. It took me a while to get used to him in Arrow, but here I like him. He's very Barry. Wow. Now I will admit I haven't read a lot of Flash comics, but I am aware enough of this character. I have studied this character enough to know that this is who he is. I've been exposed to the Flash through other media. Now granted, Wally West was the first Flash character I was introduced to, because of the Justice League animated series. I actually didn't even get to watch the live action Flash until recently, but there were other sources of media where I actually knew who Barry Allen was, and that made me start to like that character, that incarnation of the Flash. I've even read a few crossovers where the Flash is Barry Allen, and I'm just going, this character is awesome. So yeah, Barry Allen, Grant Gustin as Barry Allen is really, really good. I like how he's funny. He's very charming. And he definitely has the personality of Barry Allen down, very much so. He's a little bit awkward, but he's not like me. He's not like incredibly socially awkward. He's just a kid who can't get a girlfriend. I mean, he's an average guy, basically. He's not a straight-up nerd. He's an average guy, but he's also very intelligent. And that's another thing about the show. It shows how intelligent Barry can be, especially as the Flash when he's trying to defeat a weather wizard. He goes, perhaps I can stop him in his tracks by going in the opposite direction. I'm thinking, I don't think I would have thought of that. Barry is very intelligent in this. Also, they even show, like in the beginning, and this is one thing I was really hoping they show more in this pilot, but hopefully they'll continue it. Is they kind of went a little Sherlock on us with during a crime they show Barry doing the forensics, and he's looking at like what looks like cow manure and tire tracks, and then they show like little. Like a ruler to show the inches and size of the tire tracks. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I'm digging that. I mean, I really dug it in Sherlock. I am a huge Sherlock fan, and while I would say that normally something like that would be kind of a ripoff, here I like it because it still shows how intelligent Barry is. Barry is very, very intelligent and definitely knows his craft. He knows his profession, and it's really good. Other cast members, Candice Patton as Iris West. Now, like when she was cast, I don't want to say I was against it because of her skin color, but I just felt like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's honestly had to do more with, I've watched enough CW shows to know that the actresses they hire aren't very good. So honestly, it didn't really matter who they cast as Iris West. I probably still would have been a little iffy on it. She did fine. I mean, right now she's not my favorite character. She's not, but she did fine enough that she didn't overly annoy me. Hopefully seasons later they'll give us Wally West. Let's see. Danielle Panabaker plays Caitlin Snow, who, if you're a comic book fan, you're gonna know her as Killer Frost. Hell, her last name's not really that subtle either. And so yeah, she's fine. I mean, I knew her mostly from the Disney Channel shows because I have a sister. But yeah, that's basically. And again, she's fine. I really don't see much of a use for her except that she's the girl of the group of Team Flash, basically. Also, Rick Cosnett as Eddie Thawne. Now, they basically showed Professor Zoom, or aka Reverse Flash, kill Barry's mother. Again, if you're a comic book fan, you're gonna know who the identity of Reverse Flash. So unless they decide to change that story, you know who Reverse Flash is. You're not going to be shocked in the least, which is actually rather unfortunate. Because again, the actor did good. The actor did fine. But who knows? Maybe they'll do something with the character that's interesting and unique. Carlos Valdez as Cisco Ramon, aka Vibe. when the 80s and 90s comic book heroes got a little retro. Or a little weird, I should say. I don't know, maybe they'll make him, I mean, him, at first I didn't really know what the point of with this character more than the other one, but then I realized, but then it's like, yeah, I'm the guy that makes toys. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I mean, he just kind of stuck out, but he's like the young, cool guy because he's Vibe. Whatever. Tom Cavanaugh as Dr. Harrison Wells. I thought it was cool, especially at the end. They really revealed something I didn't expect them to reveal in the pilot. But I'm not going to spoil it for it. I'm not going to spoil anything for it while I spoil some things. But here they really shock you at the end of this pilot with this character. And I'm just saying, what the fuck is going on? Sorry. And so, like, but but Tom Cavanaugh is a good enough actor to where I'm looking forward to more of his character. Not to mention, he might have been responsible for creating Gorilla Grodd. So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. You've done fucked up a lot. Especially with Gorilla Grodd. You fucked up. Big time. So yeah. Also Jesse L. Martin's in this. And surprise, he's a cop. But you know, unlike in like Law and Order, and of course I loved him in Law and Order. To me, he's got a better character here because he's doing more than just being a cop. He's being a father, and he's being a surrogate father to Barry. And of course, might as well tell you because it's not really that big of a surprise. He finds out Barry's the Flash. Like in this first episode, he after his fight with Weather Wizard, he immediately knows that Barry is the Flash, and you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm actually glad because what would have happened would be he would have just continued to say, "Oh, none of this actually happened." It's like, "Oh, it was just a coincidence. He doesn't have powers." Blah blah blah, and because he kind of started doing that in the beginning. But here's the thing: it was okay here because when that shit happened, when all the superpower shit happened, he wasn't there, so he thought people were crazy. He thought Barry was acting crazy about when he said I still don't think my father killed my mom. And he was like, look, I get why you're saying that you saw a bolt of light, you believe that a bolt of lightning killed your mom. It's because you didn't want to admit your dad did it. But you're grown up now, so stop it. That's fine. That's perfectly fine because he wasn't there when it happened. Barry was. Barry was there when it happened. He wasn't, so that's fine. But when he finally saw the superpowered shit going down, he immediately believed, oh crap, we got people with superpowers. So of course that was gonna happen. So yeah, I like his character a lot. Also, one other thing, I want to go on a little side note on the original show. I did start watching it a few months ago. One thing about that I liked about the show, about the original show, was they put science into his powers. Basically saying this is what happens when you run too fast. Like his metabolism is so high, he has to eat, and they show him eat a shit ton. I'm like, where's my super speed? I eat that. I eat as much as this guy does, and And so, but yeah, and it works. It works and I love that. I loved how they really, they gave him a bit of a weakness to his powers, which is if he runs too fast without eating, without getting his energy up, he will die. They did that. Here they haven't done it yet, but they did add some science to it. They said, like, if you run 700 miles per hour, you will possibly die. Which, of course, it didn't happen. I mean, why would you kill off your main character in the first episode? But they still said, like, look, if you run this much, if you run this fast, you will die. They still gave his powers a weakness. But they also gave him more. They said because of the super speed, his body can heal faster, which I like. It's not just, oh yeah, you have a healing factor. It's because he's super fast all over, not just when he runs, but every part of his body is super, 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 super fast. So he broke his wrist. Okay, he broke his wrist, and in 3 hours, his wrist is healed. That is how fast his body is, and that's really cool. And of course, they even added a little more science to the suit. The suit was actually originally meant for the firefighters of the future, basically, but they gave it to him because the suit had a polymer or something that could be resistant to his super speed. And my dad and I had pointed this out about the suit, was that it had ribs around it, and my dad thought, no, it needs to be a little sleeker than that, otherwise he won't move as fast. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I get that. Here though, I want to say they kind of explain it by saying that the suit was the design of the suit can help withstand his speed, so it won't tear off. Like he was running super fast with his regular clothes on, and it kind of tore off, and it started to tear off. And that's another thing that I really liked about the 1990 show, was they did the same thing. They also gave a reason for the lightning bolt ears on the side of his mask, which is a two-way radio, basically. That's what it is. I like that. But yeah, that was really so yeah. I mean, that was something they never explained before, and I like them giving a reason why he has the lightning bolt ears. But of course, they added the symbol just because he wanted to be a hero. That was fine. I'll be right back in a little bit to talk more about the Flash. All right, I'm back. Let me think. Of course, there's Stephen Amell, Green Arrow makes a cameo. Basically, like, the episode basically starts off with Barry saying, this is my story, blah, blah, blah. And of course, Arrow does the same thing. But the way they do it here is basically, he's actually telling it to somebody. He's not just saying it to the audience. He's telling the story to Oliver Queen. And I really like the chemistry here. The chemistry between these two are really good, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming Arrow Flash crossover this season. This upcoming season with Arrow, I really am, because this is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really do like. I like superhero team ups. I really do. Yeah, I can't wait for the team up between these two. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, and just their interactions and and how they discover and how they witness each other's abilities. Like when Arrow jumps off the roof, he shoots an arrow and there's a grappling hook, of course, and he goes up in the up onto the side of the building, and Barry just says, "Cool." But then then it cuts to Oliver, and he's on the side of the building, and he witnesses Barry running super fast, and he just goes, "Cool." I'm thinking, yeah, I'm sorry, Oliver, but Barry's got you beat. I would kill to have super speed. I really would. Super speed would just be awesome. I wouldn't even have to worry about a friggin' bus anymore. I would just run to shit. I would just run wherever I want and not worry about it, because that's how cool super speed is. That's how much I love super speed. I mean, I love flying more, but I love flying and teleportation more, but I would love to have super speed as well. But yeah, so far I'm digging this show, or at least based on the pilot. And here's the other thing: it doesn't feel like a TV show. It actually feels like a movie. One other thing about it is the special effects is really good, and not just the super speed. Super speed is really good. Super speed is really, really awesome. And there are moments where it does feel like where Barry Allen's just kind of running in front of a green screen. But you know what? John Wesley Shipp did the same thing in the 1990 show. So I felt like that was almost sort of a bit of an homage to that show. But other than that, it did feel like it felt like more of a movie than a TV show, and I'm digging that so far. I'm really looking forward to more of The Flash. This may end up becoming my favorite comic book show soon, very, very soon. Because right now, as of the end of season 2, Arrow was my favorite. Besides Walking Dead, I should say. But yeah. Final score for Flash is an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. I really dig this show. I would give it higher, but I definitely want to give it some leeway here to see how far it goes. Other than that, I do recommend this pilot. So far I recommend this show. Hopefully next week will be just as good, if not better. That's about it. I will see you guys later with a new episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So until then, bye.